Today, we're heading to the beautiful island of Crete, but we're not just here for the scenery. We're looking at an institution that's been a powerhouse for its economy for over 70 years, the Technical Schools of the Heraklion Chamber. Let's dive in and see how they're shaping the future. You know, it's a huge question that pretty much every country is wrestling with. How do you make sure that what people are learning in classrooms actually lines up with what businesses need out in the real world? This so-called skills gap, it's one of the biggest challenges we face today. Well, in Crete, for decades, the answer has been the Technical Schools of the Heraklion Chamber, or TSCH for short. Now, think of them as more than just a school. They're a dynamic hub, a living bridge that connects the dreams of the workforce with the real-world needs of over 20,000 local businesses. So, what's their secret sauce? How do they pull this off? Well, it all starts with an intense focus on what the local market actually needs, and they offer two really distinct ways for people to grow professionally. They kind of tackle this in two main ways. On one side, you've got continuing education. These are short, focused seminars for professionals who need to skill up, like right now. And on the other side, there's initial training. These are serious 2-year programs designed to build a certified career from the ground up. So let's dig into that continuing education part first. You can see right away that these seminars are a direct answer to what's happening on the ground. Crete has this massive tourism industry, right? So boom, barista and culinary arts courses. The digital world is growing. They've got digital marketing and e-commerce. They even get into the nitty-gritty of local specialties like agri-food and olive oil tasting. It's all about getting practical skills that you can use tomorrow. Then you have the other side of the coin, the ISAEK programs. Now, these are all about building solid, long-term careers. We're talking about becoming a certified chef, a tourism manager, or maybe a computer network technician. These aren't just workshops. They are deep dives that lead to a level 5 state diploma. That's a serious qualification that really opens doors. But here's where it gets really interesting. TSH's influence doesn't just stop at the coastline of Crete. No, their vision is much, much bigger. This is where they step onto the European stage. They've positioned themselves as this incredible gateway for innovation. They go out, they participate in these high-level European networks, and they bring back the most cutting-edge knowledge and tools, adapting them so that local businesses right there in Crete can benefit. And to really get a sense of their caliber, you have to know about something called Centers of Vocational Excellence, or COVs. Being part of a COV is a huge deal. It's basically the elite club of vocational training in Europe, setting the gold standard for quality and innovation. And TSEH, they're part of several. And just look at the projects they're involved in. It shows you their incredible range. They're helping develop green tourism standards, they're tackling sustainability in the fashion industry, they're even using AI to help guide people's careers. But that last one on the list, Drex Hub, that one is a real game changer. This quote really says it all. The Drex Hub project is part of Horizon Europe, which is the EU's absolute top-tier program for research and innovation. For a vocational training center, not a university, but a training center, to be a partner in a Horizon project is almost unheard of. It just proves they're operating at an extremely high technical level. And the project itself is just incredible. They're building this innovation link between Crete and Portugal to develop brand new diagnostic tools for infectious diseases. And they're using what's called the One Health approach, which recognizes that the health of people, animals, and our environment are all connected. I mean, this is seriously cutting-edge stuff. Okay, so that's the big picture strategy. But how does all this European-level work actually help people on the ground in Crete? Let's bring it back down to earth with a perfect real-world example. Check this out. This is a program co-funded by the European Union, specifically designed to help 500 unemployed people in Heraklion find jobs. This isn't just theory. This is European policy making a direct, tangible difference in people's lives. And it's not just a single course. It's a complete 4-step path to getting a job. It starts with one-on-one counseling. Then comes 300 hours of in-depth training. After that, they do a 150-hour internship to get that crucial on-the-job experience. And the whole thing wraps up with an official certification exam, so they walk away with a real qualification. And get this, on top of all that amazing support, each person can get a training allowance of up to 2,250 euros. That is so important because it means people can actually afford to focus on their training without worrying about how they're going to pay the bills. So what kind of skills are they learning? Well, it's all about the jobs of the future. You've got green skills, like making buildings more energy efficient. You've got blue skills, which are all about industries connected to the sea, like tourism and logistics. And of course, there's specialized training for Crete's most important local industries. Everything is targeted at sectors that are actually growing. So, when you put all these pieces together, what do these technical schools really represent for Crete? It's really a complete ecosystem for growth. It connects businesses with the skilled people they desperately need. It connects individuals with real opportunities. And, so crucially, it connects the local Cretan economy to the engine of European innovation. It doesn't matter if you're just starting out or making a midlife career change, they have a path for you. When you look at the whole picture, from a quick weekend seminar all the way up to high-level European research, it's clear. The technical schools of the Heraklion Chamber are a powerful catalyst, really driving Crete's big shift into a modern, digital, and sustainable economy. And that kind of leaves you with one final thought. By building these incredible bridges between what's needed locally and what's possible globally, institutions like this aren't just getting people ready for the future. They're literally building that future. The only question left is, are we ready for the kinds of transformations they're leading?